one of my favorites. That's right, her name is Jen Kushner!
Hi guys. Hi. So it's been a hot minute. I haven't done this in, 3-4 months probably. But I was still on stage. I was just dancing and removing some clothing, that's all. For theater, guys, get your mind out of the gutter. Although with this batshit crazy economy, being an exotic dancer actually sounds like a good part-time job, to be honest, right? No judgment there. Being a comic right now feels really tough because you want to be witty and knowledgeable about what's going on in the world, and there's so much information and so many jokes just writing themselves right now, right? But I also want to be happy. My mental health needs to be up here, and that is not concurrent with current events. So you get headlines like, Trump accepts $400 million plane from royal family that also funds Hamas. RFK Jr. swims in sewage. I kind of like that one. Christy Nome buys another puppy. I need that one up. I need that one. Yeah. So the media is terrible. Social media, even crazier. I was actually dying laughing today. There was a video and a guy saying how tornadoes are getting worse ever since we started using roundabouts. Legit goes on that it's about the cars spinning in the same direction, and they're creating atmospheric disturbances. Guess who he voted for? It wasn't her. Yeah. And I can't even leave my own neighborhood without seeing the big flag outside one person's house that says God, guns, and Trump. Because we all know if Jesus was alive today, they would be besties, right? Yeah. So no, normally when I get up here, I kind of talk about stuff closer to home. My 6-year-old son comes up a lot. And even that, I'm just not able to avoid politics completely. The Tooth Fairy visited recently, and it turns out she's being faced with inflation and tariffs. Yeah, because my son found a $20 bill under his pillow. Let me be clear, he was at his dad's house that night. $20, are you kidding me? So I reach out to my co-parent, who's lovely, we're good friends now, and I say, you realize he has 18 other baby teeth, right? Like, this is insane. And he said that he didn't have any other bills on him, no other denominations. I'm like, all right, look under the couch cushion for a quarter, or get a stock of broccoli out of the fridge, I don't care, we need to set expectations low. $20. My son actually threw me a bone. He said, Mom, I think the Tooth Fairy was really feeling bad for me because I broke my arm. Because he did that like 2 days before the tooth fell out, and I latched onto that so hard. I'm like, yeah, you're right, that's exactly it. That was a sympathy $20 bill. His usual rate's like $1, sorry buddy. So, Hud is actually more cool to hang out with than a lot of adults. Interestingly enough, he's very in tune with himself, and we have really fun conversations for him being 6. We do our thank yous every night of things we're thankful for, and a lot of times it's really cute, you know, mommy, daddy, family, all that stuff. Until the one time that he said his last two were Trump and Elon Musk. My first thought, honestly, I felt like our parents, and I was like, no child of mine. And then, you know, we gotta recalibrate a little bit, take a deep breath, a little woo-saw, and I just said, can you elaborate, please? It gets weirder. They're heroes. They went to space and saved those astronauts. The ones that were stuck for a long time, I'm like, but no, God, no, that's not what happened. I wish they went to space. Actually, I wish they went in a submarine to go check out the Titanic. No, he's a good kid. He's very sweet to his mama. We were talking about wrinkles the other day for some reason, and he points to my arm and rubs it. He's like, you don't have wrinkles, Mama. And I just kind of pointed to my eye region, and he goes, oh, and just looks at me knowingly. I'm mad, I brought that on myself. But yeah, aging is weird. Like a lot of you in this room look like you're in your 20s, maybe early 30s. Okay, all right. Yeah. Maybe 19.
I'll take it.
So you think puberty was the weirdest, most psychotic time frame of your life?
Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, you'd be wrong. Where's my perimenopausal ladies of the room? Yeah, I knew Vic was gonna raise. Yeah. So for those younger, it turns out the older generations have been gatekeeping what a shit show you're ready for. Anything that starts to fall apart with the female body after age 41.5, they're just like perimenopause. Because science, they don't really know the things, so they just call it that. They don't really study the female body like they do the male body. Case in point, crash statistics. Men are more likely to be in crashes, but women are going to get hurt more because all the crash test dummies are based on men. Small fact. Weird fact, just learned this. We're going weirder. Period products were not tested with actual blood until what year? Anybody?
Last year.
Yeah, 2023. Yeah.
What?
Yep. Our own situations were not studied. They were studied with saline solution.
Oh, I was gonna ask who was born. What?
No. Wait.
Right ass.
We need to sidebar this. And wonder what she thought I meant. Anyways, we've gone so far off base. So anyways, okay, I'm doing good with time.
Yeah.
Distraction. So perimenopause. So your eyes dry out more, perimenopause. Your ears are ringing, perimenopause. Mood swings, lack of sleep, night sweats. Your period's 18 days or it's 47 days, nowhere in between. All perimenopause. Numbness. They didn't say if it was physical or mental, but I just said check, perimenopause. It's wild. But in good news, to wrap this up, it only lasts for 5 to 10 years. So only that. And what else? I've realized that I'm very impressed with myself for getting up here, not because of the courage to talk, but just the courage to stand up. I'm on day 2 of my cycle. So they can see that. For the men, I'm just dying. I wish that we could have a GoFundMe for a period cramp simulator instead.
Yes.
Where the male comics have to do a set and we're just fucking with the settings the whole time. Would you guys pay money to see that?
Yes!
We'll talk. So, anyways, this has gone so far off the rails, but I'm sure the men in the room are happy that I'm about wrapped up with the period cramp bleeding talk. Which did I say good? Historically, women got to go to a special tent and have a period week off with the other period women and be full of feminine power and spiritual enlightenment. Now we gotta go through town not murdering all you fuckers, and you guys give us a look when we need tampons from the store. So we've gone so far off base. That's it. Thanks, guys.